past July, you went ahead and you dropped two other tracks called Dead and State of the Union 2, which wound up leading to your project HOH.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, even though it's kind of like competing with yourself, and that's like, for most artists, it's like, that's like the hardest thing. I remember seeing this clip back in like, I think it was like 2013 when Jay-Z was on the Breakfast Club, and they asked him, it's like competing with yourself. Which would you pick? Which would you pick? Reasonable Doubt or the Black Album? So I'm asking you, out of those two projects, which would you say is your favorite? And out of the two projects, what are your favorite songs? Which songs do you identify Dave?
More like Triple H and HOH?
I mean, from the two projects and the songs in general.
Okay.
Which would you prefer?
Damn, bro. I'm about to say all of them from both. Nah, that's OD. You got to give me a number. Like, do I pick 2 or 3?
I mean, go ahead and talk about whichever ones. It doesn't matter.
All right. Triple H, she played the game. All right, first of all, let's talk about the pitch. Before we even go ahead, this for y'all, you feel me? We got a little, the pitches, CD, old school, feel me? I hold on to that. You know the vibe. That came out, the pitch reloaded, coming real soon.
Oh, yeah.
Oz Nation, you know the vibes,
Right,
get it
right.
real. OZ, you know me.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Oh, that's all right. Hold on. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Be right back. Hold on.
Yo,
Nah, that's for y'all though.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man.
We're
Check
definitely
what's going on
going
here.
you know we definitely going to listen
Yeah,
to
it's dope too because
into
you know
that.
you never see CDs no more.
Exactly.
You never see CDs
You know,
no more, which is dope.
life is a cycle, man. We about to take it back. So, she played the game.
Right.
I'm gonna have to say Kill Quick. Obviously, like that's one of my favorite songs that talk to me. It's a still ongoing lesson to this day.
Yeah, it's a good track
know?
right there.
I feel like Kill Quick. Like I would listen to that song after like months. I still listen to it today, and it still like resounds with me. It's still a lesson, you know. It's still a lesson. Every song that I make is like a lesson, you know. Some lessons I'm still learning. Some lessons I've learned. You know, some lessons I ponder back on. I'm just like, wow, I remember when it was like this. So I would say Kill Quick or No Answer, of course, for Triple H. I had to say No Answer, of course. And Six Borough was cool. What's funny is I made Six Borough last. The intro was really the first song. So the One Life in My 20s. I hope my story get told. Some people do it for money. Some people, that was the first song. But I made Six Borough because I thought that like that intro was too crazy to like get people in like Indiana Jones. I'm like, oh, this is a movie. So I wanted to make that cool joint to then have everybody ride into it. So Six Borough, No Answer, Kill Quick. I like Always too, man. Damn. All right, cool. But we gonna just go to the next one. For the next one, man, yo, HOAH, like which is I don't know if you that's an acronym for Hell of a Hand.
Okay.
All right, there we go. I was gonna ask you about that.
That's what that means.
There you go.
You know, I feel like life gives you cards. You know, I feel like everybody gets dealt a hand, a deck of cards, and that's just my hand. That's me playing it, dealing with everything I've dealt with in life, myself, my mistakes, my circumstances. So that one, I would say,
It's like playing blackjack at the poker table. Basically.
word, you know. And Fab said something nice too. He was just like, life is about playing the hand that you got, like it's the hand you always wanted.
Oh.
And when I heard that,
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's tough.
That changes your perspective on everything. Kind of seems like you have control of your life. A lot of people don't think you have control, and you're like, oh, this happened to me, that happened to me. I have no control. Like you have more control than you think.
You in control of your day, man. You know what I mean? And when you sit back and you watch things like, you watch shows like Shameless, you watch movies on Netflix, and you see it's just like so many people going through worse stuff. And this is family. It happens inside, outside, everywhere. As soon as you realize that you're in control, everything will change. So I would say Trust Through the Pain.
Okay.
I would say Resolve. Shout out my boy Rod Ruler. That Resolve track was tough. That was a strong finisher right there. And I like that. I like that a lot.
So, for the most part, which producers have you worked with, and are there any that you're currently trying to look and work with in the future?
Only ones I work with, shout out my boy Jack. Feel me? I think he live in, I don't even know where he live, Connecticut or something like that. Shout out my boy Ahmad Shabazz. Ahmad Shabazz produced my entire second project, and Jack did the first one. But, you know, I see Ahmad because he lives here in the town, so I see more of them out every day, man. Like, you know, I like the beats they throw me. It allows me to just go. You know what I mean?
So you don't have a preference of anything. You just say, hey, listen, throw me something, and I'll just figure it out.
I mean, it gotta be a little. I could take it different ways sometimes, but you gotta give me a little boom bap. I need something.
All right, nice. Okay.
I
That
can't,
type of thing.
because without that, that's the heart.
Right.
I need that. If you don't got that, I can't. I might not be able to rap on it.
So definitely a lot of drums for the most part.
Yeah.
Drum
You know,
element there.
just church instruments, bro.
Gotcha.
Pianos.
Oh yeah, yo, piano sounds
What do we-
nice. I
yeah,
love how
old
pianos.
school, man.
Yeah, I love how pianos sound on tracks.
I'm super old school, bro.
For real.
Nice.
That's how I be feeling. Like, you know how people say feel like they weren't born in their time. But I feel like, you know, man, well, me and my guys, I feel like we supposed to be rapping with Biggie and Pac in them, man. And, you know?
That's that
But-
confidence, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I mean, okay. I mean, is that because, you know, I really, okay. But like, but I will rap like relation, like me just coming up, you know? I really listened to gospel, bro. It was Kurt Franklin, Yolanda, and I feel like that was where a lot of my Mary, that's where my aggression comes from, or like my delivery, I would say. But, you know, I had an older brother at the crib, you know, he was playing Wayne. He was playing Jay-Z. So then it's like, I'm like, wow, you know, I heard all of those coming up and it kind of cold.
You heard a
You
good
know
mix
what I
of
mean?
everything.
Yeah. So that's why I feel like I could just take anything.
That's just cool because you're well seasoned in everything.
yes,
So
so
you
let
just
it
cook it up
marinate.
however you want.
You know, you marinate and then you execute.
When you say that you have an old soul, does that kind of alleviate, because since you know that's kind of like the sound you have for the most part, does that alleviate any pressure to do like the whole trap scene, the drill scene, and kind of like expectations on what hip hop is supposed to sound like today?
I
Great
just go by how I feel. I would think about that. If I hear a beat and I could go that way, and that's why I like to let people know, like, I could do that if you want me to.
Right.
Feel me? Y'all go put this on repeat. I cannot be beaten because I'm David H and the H is for heathen. Yeah, I'll take your girl and every weekend. You know, we could do that.
Right.
We could go that way if you want to. You know, man, we see. So like you said, we got that little drill, little trap, little gospel. What you want? I got it.
I got it all.
What you want? You know? But we could go that way, you know. But what I'm not about, and which is what I told people, like, I have a lot of conversations with a lot of different people every day. And through people speaking, you can hear their intentions or what they really want.
Yep.
A lot of people, I could sing, I could rap. And, you know, they start talking to me about numbers. Or they start talking to me about, I'm trying to get my video to 500,000 views. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm not doing it for that, bro. I'm just there doing this to get to go to sleep at night, bro. I'm doing this so I could not smack somebody tomorrow. You know, like, this is different. You know, like, so, you know, when you hear people and what they do it for, like, it's just a part of you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that ain't even no arrogance or none of that, because I hate that. You know, but then another call I heard the other day, somebody told me, they was like, yo, your perception of me is just a reflection of you. And ever since I heard that, I was just like, damn. So they just like this. For example, you know, I work at Dos Toros. You know,
you were telling us, right?
Yeah, you know, do a little Mexican style. So you got to roll burrito and stuff. It's a team. Everybody working at a restaurant. You know, it's lit. So, you know, if somebody roll a burrito, I'm like, yo, hey, man, you rolled the shit out that burrito. You know what I mean? And then there's other people like, that could have looked a little better. You know? So I'm just like, all right. I know this person's not having a good day right here because this burrito was fire. Stop playing with me. So, you know, and it even teaches you how to get through the day better, you know. People are going through things. You know, it teaches you how to deal with people like, good morning, how are you? Fine. If I get back a reply, all right, I know this person is having, I'm going to keep my distance. And then, you know, other days it's just regular. You know what I mean? So it's just like life is like a
Revolving door.
It's like a revolving
Pretty
door,
much,
man.
yeah.
Everything goes hand in hand, so.
No, because you just made an interesting point. I was going to say, with the state that we're in right now in rap, you got guys like A Boogie and Lil TJ who, you said it yourself, we're going to keep that on the down low about singing. But would you ever think about singing? Because a lot of artists right now with the state that we're in, they feel the pressure of, maybe I should sing. Maybe I should, you know, just to reach a broader audience.
I mean, going back to what I said when, like, rap is you talking to yourself, you just got to make sure that when that you making what you want to hear,
Right.
and you not making what everybody else want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Because you enjoy more when you
Exactly.
when it's something that you want to do.
So if that, you know, and at the end of the day, everything is self-expression.
Yep.
You know, and that's the trump card that we could play for everyone. At the end of the day, express yourself. You know, I always tell people, you know, be careful, be safe.
Right.
Music is expression. You can express yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, man.
I mean, so while being a Brooklyn upcoming artist, right? Do you feel the pressure of standing out and repping your borough? Because like the last two artists we had on, one being from Brooklyn and the other one being from the Bronx, they both shared similar takes on the matter. You know, the ascensions of artists like A Boogie, Lil TJ, Fabio Foreign, and unfortunately Pop Smoke. They were honestly happy for them. They felt like they putting it on for not just their borough, but the city as a whole. So what's your take on it? Like, do you feel the pressure of like standing out on your own? Like, nah, I have to blow up myself before I could even put my city on my back or my borough on my back. My bad.
I wouldn't say I feel pressure, because I feel like who knows? You know, everybody. I feel like everybody, you know, has like a concoction or a remedy to get rich or famous. I feel like it's another saying: don't hate, just wait your turn. You know.
Point.
Ever since I started this, I know that the world's gonna hear this one day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's come on, you know.
Right.
I feel like that comes with it. I feel like as you progress and people know who you are. For example, when Pop Smoke came from here, when we started hearing Fabio,
Mm-hmm.
Pop Smoke ain't to say nothing. I hear it. You can hear it. You can
Right.
feel it.
That's
you know?
that's for me. That's what distinguished. A lot of people are gonna relate to that. It was the voice itself.
Yeah. So, but not even Pop though.
Fabio.
When A Boogie comes out,
Right.
A Boogie does something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
But that's A Boogie. That's the Bronx.
Right.
That's New York. Pop Smoke. That's New York.
Yup.
Fabio, that's New York. Why? Because A Boogie doing what A Boogie want to do. Fabio doing what Fabio want to do. Pop Smoke doing what Pop Smoke want to do. And when David H doing what he want to do, when Oz Nation do what they do, people gonna say that's Brooklyn, that's New York, that's where I'm from. You feel me? Our styles could be different, but when I rap, you know. But like you said, like I wouldn't go that way, you know. Bro, shout out Artist 2.0. That is hard. It's tough, you know. I don't know if that's hip hop. That's like pop, rock. And the fact that he could even go that way is amazing.
Right.
You know, and I would like to work with somebody like that, you know, just to see how differently you could go. But me, my roots are like super rappy. I can't start singing too much.
It's that you got that old soul, like you said before, that throwback. Like
Yeah.
I wanna hear pianos. I wanna hear melodic stuff, but not the type of stuff you hear now. But I want to use all throwback instruments. You know what I mean? Like keeping it to that 80s, 90s.
I like it. I love it natural.
Right.
I love it. So simple.
So,
simple.
Speaking of pop, right? I'm Panamanian myself.
Yeah, me too.
Like-
Wapen Lopez, Panama, Viva. Hey, man, chill out. You're not ready, man. Chill out.
So, okay. So I'm Panamanian, you're Panamanian, and Pop being Panamanian himself, he distinguished himself with his attitude, his age itself, his voice, his artistry. So I can honestly say I don't listen to as much drill rap.
Mm-hmm.
But you as a Panamanian, what was your initial reaction when you heard the news, and what do you think his lasting legacy is going to be?
When I first heard it, I was working, and I seen it. I didn't even hear anything.
Right. And it was early.
Mm-hmm. Got a couple texts from my mans. I'm just like, oh, no. I'm like, this can't be true. Just me even think about it right now is giving me a migraine, yo, bro. Because what people don't understand, it's tough to get news or something and continue to operate through your day. Like when Nipsey went, I didn't even know him. I didn't even listen to much of his music.
I'm
be honest with you.
right.
And I finally realized, like me as a creator, I don't really need to hear too much because I'm only listening to myself and my guys. At the end of the day, I ain't really hearing too much else. But there are certain songs that will always resonate with me. Nipsey Hussle made a song with Drake. I gotta bring it home, even if I gotta do it on my own. I'm a mom killer. Ever since that song,
Yes, that's an old track right
yes,
there. But yeah,
bro,
it's a
and
gold
like
one
that.
though.
And with me, it's not really like, bro. People could drop whatever. You got that one. You sticking with me. And then time passed, and then Nipsey came back again. I'm like, oh wow, this is this guy. And it's really who the person was, or unfortunately for Possum, who the person was going to be.
Right.
That hurts the most. And you still gotta operate through your day. You know, it's tough, man. You know, I serve customers. You gotta keep a smile on your face.
Yep.
You know, you gotta keep on serving people. You know, and it's tough to process it. When I first heard it, bro, I was immobilized completely. They was like, yo, Dave, you wanna go home? We don't like you like this. And it's really tough for me, like, cause you know, everybody always looking at you as the motivation. It's really tough when you that guy that's down now.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you know, you conduct your day. I conduct my atmosphere. So if I'm happy, everybody else happy. When I'm sad, everybody's just like, all right, man, Dave ain't happy. I ain't about to. You want beans? You want corn? David's mad. So,
David's
you know, hearing that, I just had to, you know, when it's on my guys, man, we just sat, you know, togetherness, man. Love is just what gets you through it, you know?
Absolutely.
His legacy, I feel like it will live on forever.
I saw Canarsie themselves last night. The
whole neighborhood popped
they
up.
all showed up. I thought that was
there.
beautiful, just because you kind of knew that was gonna happen in a sense. But it was just great to see. They ain't down. They repping.
It's celebrating.
Make absolute.
Yeah, and which
You don't see
people
this
should
mournful
celebrate his
thing,
life.
right? You don't feel this mournful. Obviously, everybody's sad as hell, but you don't feel the mournful like atmosphere that you would initially feel.
Yeah.
When you hear news like that.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Before you go, yeah, this is real short. My prayers go to his mom,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yup.
his sister, his family. You know, because you know, of course, he's earned a place in all of our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
But my prayers go out to the people who really knew him
Before he was pop.
before he was pop.
Who raised
You
them.
know, my prayers goes out to Bashard. You feel me? His
Right.
family. You know what I mean? So
Separate the artist from the man himself.
yeah. So I pray, and you know, to all of them, Nip, Kobe, Gigi, you know,
All of 'em.
it's people that's still here that was close. So
Right.
you know, my energy is this. It's like if they could find it in them to continue, then I got to too.
We gotta keep pushing through.
You know, and that's why I released Mommy Good. You know, because it could have been that way for me too. You know, but I'm glad that I have to start the year off how others did.
Right.
You know, I'm fortunate to still have my mother here, which is, you know,
A blessing.
a blessing, bro. So every day's a lesson, man.
So, bro, do you think as a city, we as a city as a whole, but the youth, they're gonna learn and take like into account like this incredible rise cut way too short?
We'll see, man.
Do you think you have a choice?
We do. I will never say we don't,
Good point.
but just thinking about balance, the yin and the yang, like there's always gonna be people out there doing bad. There are people who want to retaliate for everyone's death, for Nip's death, for Juice WRLD's death, for Pop's death, you know? But, you know, obviously going out there and killing more ain't the solution. You know, this one hit, you know, and
Absolutely.
there's a whole another conversation because the Pop Smoke was who he was. And he
Right.
was expressing what he was expressing. You understand what I'm saying?
Expressing exactly where he came from.
Exactly. So, you know, I just pray God continues to protect everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's really
Lost for
tough.
words. I
Yeah,
feel you.
bro. It's really you know, because like that's who he was. But then it's like, you know, it's just the other side of that,
Right.
you know, the where he's from, you know, the energy that comes with that music, the opposition that comes with that music.
Bro, that's why I had a tough time when the news came out, when everything happened in general. I had a tough time accepting for myself. I was saying almost exactly what you're saying right now. You have to take into account exactly what the man is rapping about.
Yeah.
So you can't.
The message.
The message. You can't be naive. It comes with the territory. So in a sense, it's devastating.
Yeah.
But you know, this is the world we live in.
It's the world we live in, you know.
Now, so get into a little bit of lighter terms as we come to the end of the episode. Are you a basketball fan? And if who's your favorite team?
Miami Heat, baby.
They don't
Miami Heat.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Dogging this year, bro.
Shout out Wade County. Shout out Braun for coming and getting me a couple more of them things. Shout out Kendrick Nunn, Rookie of the Year, come through. Shout out Derrick Jones. Shout out Bam Adebayo. Feel me?
Yo, Bam's a monster, bro.
Yes.
Bam is.
We was
a
all
monster.
over All-Star Weekend, man.
No funny shit. I think Kendrick Nunn, he's gonna finish. No offense, he's gonna finish 4th.
I think John Moran has.
I mean, for the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
I think John's
I feel
got it.
y'all.
But
I mean,
Kendrick's
you
good.
don't see
Kendrick's great.
I don't really
think.
care about Kendrick Nunn. I care about where the Miami Heat and Kendrick Nunn
I hear
go
you.
go.
I got
But I feel you, though.
Aren't
The
they-
rookies are amazing this year.
Yeah.
Aren't they the 4th seed right now?
I think so.
Yeah.
Which is incredible.
beyond.
So-
Because they have a lot of rookies and a lot of unsigned
Yup.
guys,
Kendrick-
which you never see stuff like that anymore.
Kendrick is literally the poster boy right now. The kid came from the G League to be doing what he's doing, and he has a shot. The way he penetrates in the paint.
Basketball
I mean,
rags to
yup,
riches.
Yup. I mean, he's the cover boy from
Legit.
nothing to something.
All right, so with that basketball kind of genre set in mindset, we're gonna play a little game with you right now.
Okay.
So Brooklyn's the home of two of the all-time great hip-hop rappers, and there's been a lot of notable talents over the years. So rank who your starting 5 is with Brooklyn artists of all time, going like point guard, shooting guard, up
Damn.
until center, if you can.
Who would be in your paint?
Who will be in your top 5? Oh, you don't even have to go like through positions if you want. You just do a top 5.
Nah,
In
that's
any
hard.
order.
Nah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do that. That's
All right,
kind of
cool.
cool. Hold on, I gotta make a little starting 5 right here, man. I'm not gonna hold you. Jay-Z is my point guard. We just go start it off like that. We gonna need him to see the floor, set it up.
I can see Jay-Z being a
real
good floor general,
Nice.
organizing everything.
My shooting guard will have to be Fabulous.
Okay.
I can see that. Super swag.
Feel me? My small forward, Pop Smoke.
Heard you.
I can see that.
Yeah.
He's a big dude too, so that makes sense.
Feel me? My power forward will be Casanova.
Okay.
You
Another big
understand?
dude. Nice.
And he's also penned a million too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
kind
you.
of millions
No,
are
I
on the
We
come
out
up.
here.
I see you guys.
Guap in Panama.
Hey, stop playing. We coming for y'all. Relax.
Real
And I would say the 5, Buster.
Okay, yeah. You know what's funny? I was having this conversation with my with Antonio and one of my friends. I told him Busta is so underrated. He has
Super.
I've heard some of the greatest work from him when he was first starting out. His album, his third album, Extinction Level. Bro, that album is so, like, I was banging that the other day. I was like, bro, how are they sleep? I'm bumping this in 2020 because I don't want to hear the bullshit I'm hearing now, bro.
Yeah, bro. I know, bro. I listen to a lot of like Method, Red, like old
Wu-Tang.
Busta.
I love Wu-Tang.
bro,
Wu-Tang's one of my favorite groups of all time.
Bap. But like my favorite song, to be honest with y'all, like forever Busta around. Like, cause I'll be honest, like I started getting into rap hip hop like later than gospel. So it was like 2010 I started listening.
Around the same time as me, yeah.
Yeah. So like that song, you see, we are the best and you agree with me, right? No need to debate.
Ooh, I respect my conglomerate.
Bust
Yeah.
down on the track. Nigga, black. What? He wild on that. And then you know Wayne and Jada do what they do.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna
Absolutely.
talk about that.
Yeah, I feel like Busta's one of those artists who definitely kind of like paved the way for a lot of artists. Like he definitely came out
And Busta showed us, be yourself.
energetic. You know, like, very short but crazy bursts of energy. Like just
Him, Ludacris.
some crazy
Missy
guy. Yeah.
Elliott.
Even guys like Old Dirty Bastard. people like that. People with like short bursts of like energy, but like you think they're crazy when you first see them, but then you listen to their music and you're like, wow, these people are really like
You think
like
at
naturally
first,
just
right.
geniuses.
You think at first they're a hype man till you find out they actually
They can spit
got
bars, so
crazy
yeah.
talent, right?
Yeah, Old Dirty Bastard used to spit crazy bars. Another one taken too soon.
OD.
Yeah.
OD.
All right. So before we log off real quick, do you have any other shows that are coming up? Do you want to talk about any other like endeavors or projects you want to put out there?
Shout them out.
You know, I mean, there's a couple of guys on my label, man. They got some stuff on the way. I'm David H. You know, y'all might hear me around the end of the year. I'll be honest with y'all.
Got you.
You know what I mean? You know, my boy Chris Styles. You feel me? He got a project on the way. It's called Striving for Greatness.
Nice.
You understand what I'm saying?
We gotta have him on the show too to talk about that.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know, and just stay tuned. You know, I ain't gonna stay too much. I'd rather just drop shit.
Definitely.
But
Our
yes,
ears are wide open, bro.
keep listening, man. I appreciate y'all. Mommy Good is on all streaming platforms now. You feel me?
Go get that.
She Played the Game. It's on SoundCloud. It's on Spinrilla now. You know, we working on, you know, getting that back on everything. You feel
Streaming
me?
platforms, right?
Hell of a Hand, yeah. Hell of a Hand is on all streaming platforms. So you can, The Pitch is on all streaming platforms. Y'all can check that out too. Oz Nation. Just type in Oz Nation Records on any streaming platform you got. You know, do a little scrolling and clicking. You feel me? Yeah, we soon be the first thing you type. As soon as you type in the O.
Oz Nation.
Yeah.
That's the goal right
But
there.
not yet. You got type it in.
That's some real like analytical like search engine type of stuff. But you guys are getting there.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, man. We
for
definitely appreciate you coming,
Absolutely.
guys coming by, man. Honestly,
Right.
some good
Brother,
stuff
man.
right there.
Appreciate y'all,
That's
man.
great.
Thank
All right,
you.
it's the Re-Up NYC. Give a big hand to David H. Real quick in the building. I guess the Re-Up NYC. We'll catch you guys later.
Shit get real crazy.
I'm on some bags on the beat.
Yeah. Gotta keep talking about shit, dog. So
I'm
then
on
do, you know. David H. Look, I need a job, I need a check. I am the Rose, I am a vet. She like my clothes, she like my sweat, she like my pose, she like my sex. I gotta go, I am up next. Flow is so cold, pull out the tech. I'm getting old, I'm getting vexed. Money so low, I need a stretch. Your shit is no, give it a rest. My shit is old, this is the best. I'll talk